days ago, I wanted to make some ramen for my lunch. I love this brand, by the way, and I quite enjoy some teriyaki sauce on top of it at times, but I was out of it. So instead of trying to look up a recipe, I have a recipe, but I decided to just throw some things into a bowl and see how it turned out. We're going to start with some brown sugar, and I have put a couple slices of bread in this brown sugar because it was hard as a rock yesterday. And look how it softened up, just so nice. If you're cooking for somebody who's gluten-free, you won't want to use bread to soften your brown sugar. So I just put a few heaping tablespoons of brown sugar into a bowl, a few shakes of garlic powder, a few shakes of ground ginger, a heaping teaspoon of cornstarch, and then you have 3 choices of what to use for the liquid: either regular soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce, or liquid aminos, liquid seasoning if you need to keep it gluten-free. I decided to use regular soy sauce this time. And so that's probably 1/4 of a cup to 1/3 of a cup of soy sauce. I also added about 1/4 cup, or maybe a little bit less, of water so that it wouldn't be so strong with the soy sauce. Stirred it together really well, dissolving the sugar and stirring the lumps of the cornstarch out. And then I put it in my microwave for 30 seconds. After the 30 seconds, I stirred it really well, and then I put it back in for 30 more seconds. You can see how it's changing colors. It's not as opaque, and it's getting thicker. After stirring, I put it back in the microwave for 30 more seconds. On this day, I had been going through my freezer and my refrigerator and trying to use up the things that needed to be used up. So my ramen was done, and I had found some green onions that needed to be used, and so I cut those with my kitchen scissors on top of the noodles. If you have some leftover pork or chicken, that always works nicely on top of this as well. I'm stirring the sauce up. It took a total of maybe 2 minutes, and it's nice and thick, but I decide that I want to add some more water to it. So I stir and then taste, and I think that it needs some more sugar, so I add some more sugar, and then I add a little bit more cornstarch because I think that it needs to thicken up again just slightly. And not the smartest thing to put cornstarch directly into a hot liquid, but I stir and it smooths out, and it was fine. So I put it back into the microwave again for 30 seconds, and then stir it and put some of that onto my ramen noodles. I did put it back in the microwave for 30 more seconds, and it thickened up nicely after that. So here is the finished product. This would go well brushed on grilled meat like hamburgers or steak or chicken or salmon right at the end of cooking so that it wouldn't burn, because there's a lot of sugar in there. It would burn if you put it on at the very beginning of cooking. But chicken, salmon, beef would all be good with this on. It would also make a good stir-fry sauce. I made some chicken meatballs for dinner over rice and drizzled some of this on top of the meatballs. I also made some steak and had that with rice and drizzled some of the sauce over the rice and the steak, and it was very good. So here you have quick and easy teriyaki sauce made in the microwave, and it's also very tasty. The recipe for the teriyaki sauce will be in the description box, as will the link for how to make the chicken meatballs. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you want to. Goodbye.